Christopher, your South Florida yacht expert. And today we're talking about inlets, those channels that go from inland water to the ocean. Specifically the inlets here in Southeast Florida, ranging from northern Palm Beach County to Key Biscayne. We're also going to cover some key safety techniques and the best way to navigate inlets that apply to pretty much any inlet in the United States. South. And the northernmost inlet we're covering today is Jupiter Inlet. And Jupiter Inlet was my home inlet for many years. It is beautiful, but to be clear, it is considered unnavigable by the United States Coast Guard. And I have many stories about going out Jupiter Inlet in the morning, calm as can be, and returning to a washing machine with crazy standing waves. So all that water going out, that swell coming in, creates a giant wave that is not moving. It is standing in position. So you have to get your boat up and over this giant swell, 8 to 10 feet sometimes, while not burying your bow as you go over that stationary wave on the downside. There are many reasons why Jupiter Inlet is considered unnavigable by the United States Coast Guard is there is constantly moving shoals on the outside of the inlet, on the ocean side. So anytime you are approaching an inlet, if you see waves breaking, that means shallow water, that means danger. So those sandbars and shoals at Jupiter Inlet or any of those inlets can literally change overnight. So you're never traversing the same inlet twice. So you need to be very observant, observe the conditions, observe breaking waves, follow other boats, look at other boats and see how they're navigating the inlet and determine if it's safe for your vessel. But let's use Jupiter Inlet as an example. You left in the morning, it was nice and calm, you're returning at the end of the day, and now you have a big incoming swell against a strong outgoing tide, creating that big standing wave in the middle of the inlet, and you have shoals all around the entrance. So as you're approaching the entrance to the inlet, the first thing you're going to do is avoid any breaking waves. That's shallow water, that is danger. As you come into the inlet, accidents and problems happen in inlets when you go either too fast or too slow. The best and safest way to operate your boat in an inlet is what I call the snowplow position. So all of you are familiar with, in a powerboat, as you're getting up on plane, before you get on plane, that boat is riding bow high and creating a big, huge wake behind it. It's inefficient. It's not where you want to operate your boat normally, but in an inlet, it is the safest orientation for your boat. You want your boat dug in, creating a huge wake with the bow towards the sky, because now waves can't come over the bow. And in the case of Jupiter Inlet, when we're traversing that standing swell, water's moving, but the swell's not moving, we come up over the swell and back down the other side, keeping our bow towards the sky at all times. If we blast over that swell, when we come down the other side, the bow of our boat is going underwater and we are in serious, serious trouble. So slow and steady, bow towards the sky, up over that standing swell. Another thing, and this applies to all inlets, is let's say big swells are moving into the inlet because it's an incoming tide. So there's no outgoing tide fighting those swells. In that case, we time our boat, we ride the back of a swell with our bow up, we time our throttle, ride the back of our swell all the way in. Heading south in Palm Beach County, as we go from Jupiter Inlet, the next inlet going south is the Palm Beach Inlet, which separates Singer Island and Palm Beach. Now, Palm Beach Inlet is a very safe inlet. U.S. Coast Guard maintained, certified, clear markings, and used by very large boats and ships at the Port of Palm Beach. Hard to get in trouble at Palm Beach Inlet. That is a great option. Be safe, be alert, make sure your passengers are in these safe positions on your boat, but it's hard to get in trouble in that inlet. because it's deep, wide, so you don't get those big swells, you don't get that washing machine effect in Palm Beach Inlet. Whenever possible, use a U.S. Coast Guard inlet like Palm Beach Inlet.